So if you've been following us on social media, you know that very recently we had a trip over to Poland, and we really haven't talked much about the trip since we've been back. We thought, hey, let's give an update on the Poland trip because it really was pretty amazing.
It was amazing. It was amazing to be on the grounds there and see so much of what happened there. Go through some of those unique museums they have with actual artifacts there left over from that period, to meet with political leaders, to meet with some of the heroes who saved Jews and some of the Jews who were saved by the heroes.
To go into one of the hiding places where they hid Jews, and then it cost the family their life.
Yeah.
Just incredible
10
stuff.
members of the family killed because of what, they didn't find Jews in that hiding place, but they did find a Jewish prayer book down there, and that was enough to get the 10 members of the family killed. Little kids, I think, down to 18 months up through the
so the Nazis came along, they shot them all, and then they moved all 10 bodies out to the barn, and not all of them were dead.
Not all were dead yet.
And then they set the barn on fire to burn the bodies, and then if anybody was alive, they burned them alive, and then there were a few individuals that had not died when they moved in the barn, so in theory they burned them alive, and then there was the one young son who was gone to town, comes back and sees barn burned down, sees bodies, and realizes he's now an orphan. He's by himself, but that family lineage genealogy passed down to where that home is still in the family.
Still in the family.
And we got to go into that hiding place, which was just amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. And so seeing the actual artifacts was there, and while we were there, we went and saw some places that actually, like antique shops, and we were able to purchase some artifacts and even bring them back. And you actually went through 3 countries, through security in 3 countries, carrying that little white bag with
carrying
you. Like a briefcase.
This right here. What it is a sewing machine. What was significant about it that caught our attention was this right here.
That says ghetto, which tells you it was a Jewish housing camp for the Germans. That was where they kept, and it was a ghetto. I mean, these folks in a lot of places were allowed only 300 calories a day of food. And it says German Textile Division, and it says Leachman. And Leachman, it used to be the town of Lotz, and they renamed it for General Leachman. And this is where they had Jewish slaves. They would take Jews, and
so this was one of the work camps.
One of the work camps, and the work camps, if you were under 10 or over 65, they would take you off to the extermination camps and exterminate you.
Because you weren't going to be a good worker.
You weren't going to be a good worker. So this is where they made textiles. This is what they used to make even the uniforms for the Nazi soldiers. So you got Jewish slaves here. It even has the actual thread. I mean, this is a thread that was in the camp, and this is back in World War II time. So this is the actual machine, the actual thread they were using in this textile plant there in Germany, where they had these Jewish slaves. This is part of the remembrance, and you know, this is bad stuff out of history, but you learn from the bad stuff as well. And so the good, the bad, and the ugly, you can learn from all parts of history. This is one of the bad parts of history, but it's something that we want to take to remember, and remember that you can avoid this kind of period again, that you don't have racism, you stay away from racism. God made all men equal, which is what we believed in America. Germans should have believed that. It makes a big difference.
So really an incredible piece, and something we get to add now to the WallBuilders collection.